allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is killer whale. These 5 whales have their own personal names: Kayukit, Tuar, and joining us right here are whales Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is the youngest whale at 8 years old. Her mom, Takara, is the oldest. She's 30 years old. She's also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Julie, Casey, and Kylan are joining us at the slide outs to demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Jacob. Casey and I are over here with 2 of our sisters, 8-year-old Kamea and 12-year-old Sakari. And they're going to demonstrate one of the most important behaviors we train here at SeaWorld, called a fluke present. Now, not only in this position do we get a great view of the whale's entire bodies, we're also able to get close to the shallow veins on the underside of the whale's tail flukes. Our veterinary care staff can then come take a blood sample from these veins at least once a month during the whale's monthly physicals. Now, throughout today's presentation, you might notice us giving the whales back rubs, belly rubs, or a nice tail massage like they're receiving right now. Killer whales have extremely sensitive skin, so this is just another way we can build strong relationships with the whales.
That's right, Kylan, and I'm over here with Takara, who's the mom of both Sakari and Kamea over there. And we're going to demonstrate another very important husbandry behavior. Another diagnostic tool that helps us to make sure we're giving our animals the very best of care is being able to get an animal's weight. We can do this with our killer whales by asking them to slide out, just like Takara is showing us right now, onto a killer whale size scale that's located in one of our back pools. Now you notice right now while Takara is up here in the slide out, there's a good portion of her water body that's still in the water. This area, from the dorsal fin all the way down to her tail flukes there, this area here is called the peduncle, and it contains several large, powerful muscles that may weigh several hundred pounds. So with this in the water, we wouldn't get an accurate weight. So to solve that problem, we can simply ask her to lift her tail up just like that. Great job, Takara. And that's how we find out that as of Tuesday morning, Takara here is weighing in at 4,590 pounds. Now, getting animal weights is very important because we have to make sure that our younger whales, like Sakari and Kamea over there, are growing at an appropriate rate, and our more mature animals, like Takara here, are maintaining a healthy weight. Now, these and our blood samples are just 2 of the many behaviors that we condition our animals to do to make sure that our whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their mothers and the other whales. Well, here at SeaWorld, they play follow the leader with us by mimicking our movements. Now let's play a quick game of follow the leader. Everybody to my left. Take your left hand, stick it high in the air, and give Sakari and Kamea a great big wave. Would you look at that? They're waving right back at you. As you can see, Sakari and Kamea are paying close attention to you. Killer whales are very curious animals. We often see them spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. We're going to demonstrate that today with the behavior called a sighting bow. Take that left hand, point it straight out in front of you, and throw it over your opposite shoulder. Great signal. Sakari and Kamea are taking off to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat, and if you look towards the center, they're going to lift their bodies up and out of the water. Wow, that was great. communicate in a variety of ways, and using vocalizations is just one of them. Let's see if we can ask Takara to demonstrate one for us. Everybody to my right, it's your turn. Take those pointer fingers and pretend as if you're conducting an orchestra. Oh, that's beautiful! Did you know scientists believe that when a killer whale leaps out of the water, it may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? Well, you see, sound waves travel 4.5 times faster through water than sound traveling through air. So when a whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down onto the surface, that's called a breach. And that sound can be heard for miles. Well, let's put that to the test with another high-flying, fast behavior. To ask for it, take those two fists, and then you're gonna bring them together. There we go. I think she saw you. Now Takara, she's gonna use those powerful muscles in the peduncle, which you just learned about. And this time she's going to the center, and listen for an impressive sound. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all of your help. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. That's why SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt, fluke slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves completely out of the water. For them, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's the thrill of the hunt. They can eat several hundred pounds of food in a day. Depending on where they live and time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer